Good. All right. So just to review really quickly, hopefully everything's working and our audio and the video, everything's working like it should be. So to review, to recap, we've got our Fundwise Account Executive Contest for the month of February, which basically states send in 5 clients that sign and move forward with funding, that become clients of Fundwise Capital, and you will receive a $1,000 bonus as soon as your first deal is fully funded and payment is made. You receive your commission plus your $1,000 bonus. So that is a reminder of our contest, cash prize contest for February for everybody, right? It's not just one person winning. Everybody can get some deals in, and usually the way it ends up working is out of every lead you send in, half of them will qualify, and usually half of those will sign a funding agreement. So those are pretty good statistics that have been tried and tested and are true that you can count on as you build your business as an account executive. So without further ado, let's actually move forward with our webinar topic today, which is one of the more powerful topics that we're going to cover. And this webinar, just like last week's, will be available in the back end office of your account executive portal. So you'll be able to review this, you'll be able to watch this and connect with it and learn from it over and over again. And with each of these account executive advanced training webinars that we share with you, if you just focused on 1 or 2 of these advanced training techniques and that was all you did, you would be able to turn it into a very profitable business for you. In fact, making $20,000 a month like some of our top account executives, while it certainly doesn't happen for every account executive, certainly it can be very doable and possible by following the steps to our program. Or maybe you're just looking to make an extra $3,000 to $5,000 a month. Great. Whatever your goals and targets are, they're achievable if you follow these training techniques. They're not theoretical. I've done them myself specifically, as have the other members of our executive team, and account executives across this country have implemented these strategies successfully to help connect with business owners. You have to know who your client is, and then you have to connect with them. And that's what working with business bankers and why we call it the Business Banker Breakthrough is all about. All right, so we still good, Corey? Audio, everything looks good.
Doing good, yep. People can hear us.
Cool. Okay, so let's begin. Why are business bankers a good referral partner? Well, we were just talking about it. Number one, because business bankers work with our clients, right? They work with those aspiring entrepreneurs looking to start a business. They work with those business owners that already have a business. And so business bankers are a perfect partner for us to work with. They're already working with our clients, number one. And then number two, fortunately for us, banks decline the majority of business loan applicants that go to the local bank and apply for funding. And that's very frustrating if you've had your accounts at this bank and you feel like you've built a relationship with the bank. And boy, you certainly would expect that the bank would, feel like that relationship should be reciprocal, meaning the bank should lend you money because you build up a relationship, you paid your bills on time. That's just not the case. Banks pretty much all lend only SBA products, and SBA is very stringent. You've got to have profitable business tax returns, or if you're a startup, you need a massive piece of collateral. I'll take your 401k, thank you. Do you own a property free and clear? That'll be fine. Do you have some expensive equipment without any debt on it? That's good collateral for the bank. And so those are the things the banks want, and that's what happens. These clients, most of them are going to be declined, and then the bank can lose those clients because the client's frustrated, they're disappointed, and they feel like the bank is just providing a one-sided relationship without any reciprocation. I put my money there, I get my auto loan there, I make my payments on time, and I ask you for a loan, Mr. Bank, you don't help me, not cool, I'm not happy, I'm going to take my business elsewhere. Problem with that idea is they take their business elsewhere, and the bank down the street, they're no different because they're all lending SBA products, and so there's just no options there. Another reason why business bankers are good referral partners, they can't receive referral fees and kickbacks, and so that means for you as an account executive, as you connect with these business bankers, you don't have to worry about paying them if you can do something to further cement that relationship. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that here in the next few slides. And that's going to help you, but you don't have to worry about paying out half of your commission to the banker because from a policy standpoint, these banks don't allow these bankers to take any kickbacks or commissions.
Just bagels. Just bagels.
Bagels. They will take payment in donuts and bagels and orange juice. So if you're willing to spend that $10, $15 to take some bagels, donuts, and orange juice, because you got to take it to all 6 people working at the bank, then that's something they'll accept. Works very well, by the way. So why do business bankers refer us, Fundwise Capital Business? Great question. I thought you'd never ask. The answer is because most business bankers care about their clients. They are involved in their community. They'll go to a lot of networking meetings. Their bank might even sponsor some of those networking meetings, whether it's some business seminar or expo or get together. And so they might be involved in charitable organizations. Of course, they live with these clients in their neighborhoods. And so the business bankers can have great relationships with these clients. And so if you're a business banker, you actually care about your clients, which most do. It's very frustrating to have to turn most of them down for funding and financing applications. And you don't want to lose those clients, because if those clients close their bank accounts, close out their auto loans, and go down the street to another bank, who, by the way, is going to turn them down as well, then now we're losing, right? These bankers are paid out bonuses for signing up new accounts and auto loans. And so when they lose that client because the client did not qualify for a business loan through SBA, which most of them don't, then they'll lose those. And so one of the reasons why they don't have a problem referring us business is we aren't that bank down the street. We're not competing for their clients' deposit accounts. We're not competing for auto loans and those little type of banking products. We're not doing the mortgages for these clients. And so because we don't compete, they're comfortable sending their clients to us because they know we guarantee to get the business owner or entrepreneur the very best funding that they can qualify for. So that's why business bankers refer us business. Let me just tell you a few stories about business bankers that we've worked with in the past. We worked with Bank of America, some Bank of America branches in California. They've sent us business. I remember, vividly a couple, Michelle and Renzo Ritchie, what was the couple's name. Renzo, really nice guy, had been declined to Bank of America. And here's what's funny. So he goes to Bank of America. He sends his wife to this local credit union. Both of them declined them for the funding. They needed a truck and some working capital. And so then they came to us. They both actually met up afterwards and were like, hey, I got declined. But they said, go see, Leo, and he's going to help you out with some funding options. And so both of them actually got in touch with us, and we were able to get them $100,000 for that new truck and some working capital and equipment that they needed. And so that was kind of cool. And so we've worked with Bank of America, we've worked with US Bank, we've worked with Chase, we've worked with Wells Fargo. So all of the big banks across the country, we've helped those bankers with their clients that they can't help, but we can. So how do you connect with business bankers? Great question. Well, it's like anyone else. You're going to make contact with them. You got a couple ways. You got the phone call, or you can do the in-person meeting. The great thing about a business banker is they're pretty much always available. They might be meeting with somebody, but after they're done meeting with them, you could be in line waiting for them, or sometimes it's helpful to just set an appointment up with them. But a lot of the times they don't really keep those appointments. They just help whoever is in the branch. And so that's why it's almost more effective to go in person if you can. But you can certainly reach out, phone and email, but nothing will be more effective than in person. Build relationship, right? Business bankers are like anyone else. They're professionals. They care about what they do. Show you care about what they care about, and you'll be able to build that relationship. Talking about what they like to do, their family. People love to talk about themselves. Ask them questions. Shut up and listen, just like you would any client or any prospect, and you'll be able to build that relationship. Show that you understand their perspective. Tell them, hey, you understand it's difficult to qualify for SBA. It takes a lot of time. And so we help those clients become SBA bankable down the road in the future, but can get them some initial money now. And that's important for the business banker, because then we let the business banker know they're going to be able to maintain those clients instead of the client getting upset walking down the street. It's kind of like the shoe store Zappos, online big shoe provider. If you call up Zappos and they don't have that shoe in stock, well, they're going to refer you to the next shoe store that's close that has that shoe in stock, just because they care and they want to provide a solution. When business bankers follow that same protocol and they say, hey, Fundwise Capital can help you, we can't, and by the way, no bank can, but Fundwise Capital can help you get the money you need. It's some lines of credit, credit lines, 0% money, unsecured term loans. And so that's why they'll refer them to us, and it makes the client happy. Now they maintain their client. And another reason why, of course, they're going to want to refer us business is because we've got an incredible reputation online, and it's in the form of third-party reviews with Trustpilot, Google, and Facebook. You can't pay Trustpilot, Google, and Facebook to get better reviews. Clients just review and give you, a review based on how you're doing. So if you Google Fundwise Capital right now, 2 of the search results that'll show up on the first page of Google are going to be Fundwise Capital. Look, we've got 40 recent reviews from clients, and you can see it's 5 stars. This shows up on your Google search of Fundwise Capital. And then there's Trustpilot, 8.9 out of 10. So mostly 4 or 5 star reviews is what we're getting. And we actually have 43 reviews on Trustpilot that are recent reviews. And then you've also got Google that's got a number of 5-star reviews as well for Fundwise Capital. So when clients or prospects, pull this information up, or business bankers, there's incredible credibility. We've got our YouTube channel with a lot of valuable content that just helps clients out, educates them on funding tips and business tips. And so you can share the Fundwise Capital YouTube channel. You can share the Fundwise Capital Facebook post. You can share our reviews. That gives you instant credibility as you're telling the banker, hey, we're legitimate, we take care of our clients, and we're going to be a great partner to work with. So how do you do this? We've talked about how you connect up with them, and now you've got to maintain that, right? The funding is in the follow-up and the follow-through, and so is the business. So is your future. The future's in the follow-up. If you'll follow up and build a consistent relationship by maintaining consistent communication with the business banker, you're going to succeed. You're going to be in their mind, and you want to educate the banker too on what you're looking for. We're looking for, clients with 650 or greater credit scores. If they have some verifiable income, that's super helpful as well. As long as they got one of those, if they got those 2 things going for them, then we can often help them get funding and get them money to build their business. And here's what's cool for the bank. The bank wins when there's money in the bank, right? When their clients have deposit accounts with money in them, the bank is winning. And so when we get these clients money, guess where the money is going to go? It's going to go to the business bank account where that client is banking. And so now the bank can lend out more money in auto loans and credit cards and whatever else they're lending money out to. So there's just so many tangible benefits for the bank to refer us business. You want to share useful information like Fundwise self-improvement, business tips, funding tips that are on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook page. Share those things with them. It's going to help with credibility, and it's very valuable, useful information that we share with our clients. Communicate via phone, text, and email at least once, or if possible, twice a week. That weekly communication will have the business banker in your mind, and whether they're sitting down with Joe the plumber who needs $50,000 for his business, now when he doesn't qualify, which most of the time they won't, right? Now they're going to say, you know what, give my friend John a call at Fundwise Capital. He can help you. He can get you extra money and help you become bankable in the future to qualify for that SBA loan. Bring a dozen bagels, donuts into the branch. Remember, one person in the branch can't accept a gift. All of them can together. And so I've done that where I'll show up and I spend $10 getting some bagels or donuts, bring a gallon of orange juice, some cups. Boy, $10 goes so far. oh, thank you so much. You build a relationship. They know you by your first name. Learn their first names. Smile and just share the love and just tell them you're here to help those business loan applicants that don't qualify, and they'll always receive you with open arms. I haven't had one experience with any of our account executives, or personally having worked with 5 or 6 banks and credit unions myself. When we develop these strategies, they've all had a positive feedback. So go in there bold. They need your help, and they're going to love having you help their clients because it's going to make them look good as a business banker. Visit the business banker in person, every 2 weeks if you can. Every week even better, but for sure every 2 weeks. And then just show them that you give a damn. Show them that you care about them and that you care about their clients and you want to help them to help their clients, because we're going to get them the best funding that they qualify for, guaranteed. And then our funding education portal will teach that client how to become bankable in the future for SBA and other loan products that the bank can offer in the future, but that 90% of clients won't qualify for right now, especially the new ones. So how do you find these bankers? Well, you ask Mr. Google. You go up and you type in banks, and then boom, there's the map. There are all the places that are within just a few miles of where you live. There's the contact information. Give them a call, find out who the business banker is, and then if you'll spend 5 to 10 hours a week just working with business bankers and communicating, you're going to get referrals. Now let's start doing some math. All right. So what if you work with 10 bankers, you build a really strong relationship? And I've talked with a lot of bankers. Oftentimes, let's say you can spend 10 hours a week with each banker. That's an hour a week. You're not breaking any records. You're not killing it. And in reality, maybe it's 30 minutes per banker. We'll give you 30 minutes of drive time, even though it's 5 minutes from your house, right? So let's say those 10 bankers are easily turning down 10 business loan applicants every single month. And a lot of them have good credit, which is where we can help, right? They just don't have the business financials. They don't have the collateral that SBA requires. And so 10 bankers turn down 10 clients, and they refer those to you. Well, that's 100 warm leads that you can just have submitted directly to your portal. You can give the business banker your business card, which is probably going to be most effective. That way the client will call you, you'll explain what you can do for them, and then just send the client to your customized account executive landing page with Fundwise. They'll put their information in, and that's it. We'll take care of the rest. We'll contact them, we'll qualify them, and then we'll get their funding agreement signed. The funding manager will walk them through the funding process, get them their money, they'll make payment, you'll get paid, and on to the next deal. So if that was the case, we know our numbers pretty well. Usually half of all leads will qualify for funding. Now again, you're going to tell the business banker you're looking for people with 650 and above credit score, so they're not sending you anybody with a 550 credit score. If they are sending you with that lower score, you can educate the banker on them finding a credit partner, one family member or friend who has that good credit to qualify, right? So if you had 100 leads that came in from just 10 leads per banker for the month, that's about 2 or 3 leads per banker per week. You're not breaking any records. You're not killing it. You're not working 80 hours a week. Now, if you did that, you'd probably do even better. Did we lose
Camera battery just died, so let's go to screen share right here.
Yeah, we're
Screen share on.
How's the audio still working if the camera's not working?
Computer.
Oh, so the computer's picking it up?
Should. Yep.
We need to buy like a backup battery for this camera.
All right, just hold on 1 second here.
Should we move the screen? Because you got to turn the computer camera on. That's right.
If you want to come with my computer.
Oh, I can just do that.
All right, one sec, you guys. Sorry about that. It's a rough tech day. Rough tech day. You can keep talking.
Okay, so is it showing this? Okay, great. All right, guys. So hopefully you can. So it's showing the screen, right? We're just on screen share. Okay, great, guys. So we're on screen share. So again, 20 deals a month times $1,000 per average commission. With bankers alone working, 10 hours a week, you can be making $20,000 a month, $240,000 a year, part time. Obviously, if you work harder and are just bold working with business bankers, you can do more than that. There's probably 50 business bankers within a 15 to 20 mile radius of where you live. Unless you're in a real rural area, then in that case, there's still 10 to 15 good ones. So be bold, take action, and you can really help a lot of people and build a massive business. So we were at the very end, so we made it pretty close. So that is today's this week's account executive webinar. Be bold, take action, and go see those business bankers every week, every day if possible, and you're going to do very well. Okay, that's our webinar for the week. We'll see you next week.